Hello and welcome to this episode of the Horton Hangout Podcast. This is episode 7 of me and Leanna in this series. And if you didn't know already, my name's Laura Horton.
And I'm Leanna Best.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your confessions, your feedback. We've been getting some really lovely comments. So I'm really pleased people are enjoying this. And if this is a little clip that you're watching, just head to our website. You can find everything you need there. Leanna, I was thinking that we spoke ages ago about the perimenopause.
Yes.
And you were going for tests and stuff. What's happened with all of that?
Well, the tests come back fine. That's nice. Which is not true. It can't be. So I don't really know. I think from here I'm going to have to dig a bit deeper. Go in again with my list of things that are bothering me. I'm definitely less tired.
Okay.
So I've got to accept that that's improved.
Yeah.
But what it is the lead up to my time, my special time.
Terrible, isn't it? It gets really bad.
I get very cross, more than ever. And my ability to deal with situations, as you know, is less. So I definitely think I'm entering the chaos that is the peri.
And as we said before, and I clipped it up, the peri rage.
It's really something.
It strikes again. Yeah.
There's no, like you can incrementally get angry. Obviously.
Oh, no. 0 to 100.
1,000 with me.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's really great.
Not that I've experienced it. There's me going, yeah, definitely. And I've not experienced it. So my friend, the problem is, everyone, Leanna's only 40. Oh, she's so young. Of course, you had an amazing time for your birthday.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you? That's absolutely ages ago now.
Yeah.
But you had an amazing time for
Incredible.
your birthday. But it's because you're 40. So once you're 45, they just take your symptoms and run with it, like I said before. But my friend, she had very early onset menopause, actually. She was in menopause. And she was losing her hair and everything. But she went privately for a blood test.
Okay.
And the other thing she said was that the hormone levels in America are very different to ours here. Like the NICE guidelines are very different.
Yeah.
So whereas a private GP that she went to was like, well, actually, if you're in America, then yes, you would be. So let's move you forward and support you.
Is she on HRT?
She's gone all full circle now. She was telling me the other day she's off it all and doing everything holistically. Wow. Really quite interesting, actually. I was like, just slap a patch on me, mate. And, and I'm not done.
No.
No, I'm not done, Leanna, because I can tell you, I have spent the last week absolutely sweating all night again.
It's not funny. Why is it funny? It's the way you say it. It's the way you say it.
Well, because I thought this patch, brilliant, slap it on, job done. And it's worked. And but the last few weeks, feeling awful again. Like I'm so bloated. I'm so tired. Sweating all night. I'm literally waking up drenched. It's disgusting. So anyway, I'll go back next week. If I can get an appointment.
The never-ending hormone journey that is Laura and Leanna.
We'll keep you updated, guys. Sorry to all the men listening, but men, you have your issues too.
And also it's really important that they understand this.
Yeah.
Not to cast it aside and think, oh, well, that's, is neither here nor there.
Yeah.
No, it's actually really something.
Yeah.
The changes that go on with a woman physically, cognitively in this time is huge.
Yeah.
And it does actually cause a lot of women to leave their husbands.
Oh, this is why so many women are like, I'm done with you, see you later.
Yeah.
I mean, poor men, they wonder what they've done. I saw a really good video the other day. Well, I thought it was funny. And then sometimes I think, well, it's not funny really. If it was the shoe was on the other foot, we probably wouldn't laugh. So, I don't know. I'm not being all woke about it. But there was this guy sitting on the sofa eating like a bowl of cereal. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll send it to you because it keeps coming up in my feed. And the writing over the top says, how I knew my wife was in menopause. And she says, darling, could you take the bin out for me? And he says, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And then she's like, rah, rah, like they play like this, I don't know, they've clipped up something or someone or some like the Incredible Hulk going into one or something. And he's going, oh.
Like, because it's so unjustified.
Because, it's so unjustified. But how, and it's like, yeah, that's true. My mum sent me something really cute, a reel, which was how to know if a woman's in perimenopause. Because they have a love for dogs, so it's called many paws.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, that's so cute, Mum. And also really true because
Luna.
Yeah, but also then I said to my husband, I said, oh, I think probably, September 26th, we'll probably get another puppy. And your face, that was him. He was like, what?
Another one?
Well, we'll see, shall we?
No.
Oh, I love them.
I know you do. You really
do.
Living
my best life would be having like my own doggy daycare. I've probably said this already. I may have said it on here. Sorry, everyone, if you're listening to it again. My memory's rubbish. Yeah, my own doggy daycare, like cockapoo daycare. Anything with a poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, come to my daycare. I would be living my best life and I'd be playing with them all day, walking them all day.
Yeah, your walking is...
I'd love that. Or just being a dog walker. Like the amount of times I want to say to my dog walker, do you need any hands on Fridays? Because that'd be a perfect day for me, going and walking loads of dogs.
How many miles do you average a week?
Depends what I'm doing, doesn't it?
Because you're always walking.
Yeah, I'm bang on the trying to be doing, on the days I'm at home, at least 3 miles, 3.5 miles will be the average.
That's really good.
Yeah, but making sure I'm in the fat burning zone the whole time, which is easy for me because I start uphill whichever direction I go. Yeah, you do.
You're really going through it.
So my heart rate's up, which is good because my heart rate's actually naturally really low.
Yeah.
This was interesting actually because this whole, again, to do with perimenopause, waking up in the night. I don't know if I've told you this.
No.
So I'll keep wake. This is when I knew these patches weren't starting to work as much as they were because I started waking up again at like the 3-4 o'clock in the morning and not being able to get back to sleep. And I thought, this is driving me mad. And I use this sleep app that's on the phone. I'm like, surely it's not that good anyway, even though I've used it for years. I'm going to start making sure my Apple Watch is charged and track my sleep through my wrist. Well, it turns out and it's stopped now, I'm aware of it, when I'm having this bolt awake, actually my heart rate's going so low and my watch is going, your heart rate's been below 48 beats per minute for more than 10 minutes, it says. So I think when I bolt awake, it's nothing to do with hormones, it's actually my heart rate. Someone listening might go, yeah, that is to do with your hormones. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. But that's what's happening. But now I'm aware of it, it's stopped happening.
Oh.
How interesting is that?
Well, I know that, is it estrogen dominance? Again, I could be wrong. I believe that can cause palpitations, or maybe the irregular hormone patterns can cause palpitations, but I've not heard of low.
Well, my heart rate's always low. So throughout the day, this would often go off.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got low blood pressure?
Yeah. Yeah, so I have low blood pressure. These are lovely further genetic things that I've picked up from my lovely granddad, which pale skin, dry skin, psoriasis, low blood pressure.
Asthma?
No, I don't think I've got asthma from him, but definitely the low heart rate, bless him, my lovely granddad.
Wow.
Yeah, he gets a blame for everything.
I get low blood pressure. Well, I've got low blood pressure.
Yeah.
So that's nice for us again.
Yeah, but also, I don't know about you, I remember when I was pregnant and they were saying, and I wasn't feeling very well and I went in to see the midwives and they said, oh, your blood pressure's normal. And I was like, well, what is it? And they were like, no, it's in the normal range. I was like, that's not normal for me.
Yeah.
What you've just showed me is like 20 points higher on whatever it was, the top one, but whatever it was, I was like, that's... And they were like, oh, right, okay then. Well, then you need to look at relaxing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So when my blood pressure went high during labour with Drew, I was like, well, it must be wild for me.
Must be wild, yeah.
Because I don't get high blood pressure.
No.
Yeah. So, yeah.
There we go.
We're
so special, aren't we?
We are.
Low blood pressure. We really are.
Yeah, we're so in sync.
So I think one of the reasons that I feel really tired, but I've had a really fun time, is the TCO implementation sprints that I've been doing. They are so cool. So I've been doing them North Midlands, London, and they're really good. I've met some really lovely people, and I'm just so happy to be able to help practice managers and clinic owners get the project of treatment coordination off the ground. And it's also really clear for them then. Obviously, I guide them anyway. and help people, like when I do the strategy calls, but it's really clear for them actually where they need to go with their TCO development and which type of membership to choose and where to go from there. Because some people think, I just need like talent build, I just need to recruit internally, and then they realise actually they need a lot more. And then others realise actually I've got a few constraints here that I'm not going to start the roles I thought I'd start the role. So actually, so it's really good, really cool. But I've met some really lovely people. So just a thank you to everyone that's come along. A thank you to everyone who's also taken part in some video clips as well. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to be doing more.
Good.
Yeah.
I think they're amazing.
Yeah. So I said at the start of 25, it was going to be like my year of giving back, and I was doing the sprint for free online. And do you remember we did it in a whole day online?
Yeah.
That was tough. That was
Exhausting.
so hard. So then that's why in October 25, I did it face to face. So then I've done January, and then one in January, and another 3 in February. So check out the website for more details, because there are some there. And there are people that apply and don't get accepted, but we are still your friend and we still help you. It's just that it's not the right program for you.
Yeah.
And also I think some people are like, why can't I send my TCO? It's a day working on the business. It's not for TCOs. It's not training. Like we've got that covered elsewhere. But no, it's really good. And the feedback's been really positive about it as well. So I just feel like, it's still my way of giving back, helping people, helping managers and owners who are like, I don't know, overworked, stressed out,
Confused.
spinning too many plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really lovely that you chose to do it face to face, which is a big thing to be able to offer people for zero cost. Because they're getting so much out of the day.
Yeah. Oh, and let me just say as well then, like, thank you to the Dental Recruit Network for sponsoring, because that's really nice, and it really helps me to put these things on as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And it's really cool that also for 26 that we've got different sponsors for different events as well. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely. Really helps everyone involved. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. Good. Shall we get into the Horton Hangout question?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, Horton Hangout question then. Leanna, this one is for you. I want to pay my dental nurses annual retention fee. I already provide indemnity in CPD. However, I am concerned about if someone leaves. Any ideas around this? I mean, because it's going up, right? It's going up as well in July.
That's nice, isn't it, that it's going up? That it's good. I think it shows that we're important and we should be valued. However, I've been in practices that have paid it and haven't paid it, so I've had experience of both. I think it's a lovely incentive. I really do, because if they are working for you, why not pay their annual retention fee? However, it's a written agreement, and if they do leave quite quickly after, then obviously pro rata you would work out how much they pay back.
That's it.
I think that's fair. I think it's simple. I think it's easy. We don't need to overthink these small things.
No.
We do tend to do that in business, where we overthink a lot of things when it just needs to be, well, they'll pay it back based on how long they stay after.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I would recommend. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, the whole thing's a bit of a bugbearer about. I won't go into a rant too much, because I rant about
Here
this.
she goes
again. It just gets on my nerves, because it gets on my nerves too. I'll give you my very quick rant, if someone's not overheard my rant, is that I'm pro-registration, and I was on the, show my age now, but I was on the voluntary register for dental nurses, because that's how much I'm pro-registration, okay? And then when it came out, I have never agreed with dental nurses being on the same register as dentists. And same for dental technicians. I don't believe that technicians or dental nurses should be on the same register. They should have two completely separate registers, like midwives and nurses have. Because one, right, they're employees. Technicians are employees, nurses are employed. When they both qualify, they're on similar wages. They can't claim it back. There'd probably be some form somewhere you can fill in to claim it back, but who on earth's going to do it? And what they're going to do, change your tax code so you pay £1 less tax a month.
Yeah.
It's just, it's still coming out. You've still got to pay it. And I think, right, as a company, it is on the GDC fees are on HMRC's list of business class expenses. So it is fully tax deductible for a business to pay it, and your dental nurses can't work without it anyway. So just pay it and have an agreement, right? Have an agreement that if someone leaves, exactly like you just said, pro rata, take it back. But at the end of the day, it's a tax deductible business expense. And I think the other thing is, I don't know, I'm sure you will have come across this, because I know I have many times, dental nurses who, I didn't pay it in time, or the direct debit failed, and now they can't work as a nurse for multiple weeks. Sometimes I've had 4 months it took someone, and that's all because the direct debit failed or it didn't go back on time. So I think as a business, if you're paying by direct debit all your nurses and your retention fee, you know your business is in safe hands because you've paid that direct debit. I think mine comes out, is it around the 16th of July, something like that? I can't
remember.
So there's plenty of time to know that it's either come out or it hasn't, and deal with it. And then all the certificates are posted to you
work
at the practice. You've got that, job done, nice bit of HR compliance, all nice and tidied up. And it just makes more sense. What practice manager wants to be going to like 5 nurses? Can I have a copy of your GDC certificate?
Over.
And over. Because you're never going to get it.
It will never be the first time.
What a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah.
So I feel it's, firstly, tax deductible. Check with your accountant. This may have changed in the last week or so. Who knows? But at the time of recording, I know I'm correct, right? I know I am. You know what I'm like when I know I'm right.
You know.
I know I'm right. So it's a business expense.
Yeah.
It gives us security. As a practice owner, it gives you security to know it's been paid. You've got the certificates. It's all done.
I just think it makes sense to pay it.
Yeah.
I would if I had my own practice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Not even a question asked.
No. And God, don't worry about people leaving. You should have bigger worries than that.
It's a huge concern, though, isn't it, when you think about people that invest in their team with courses and things like that, radiography. What we're going to do if they leave? We're investing in them.
Yeah.
But you're also investing in your business. So look at that with the first. That's your first thought. That's your priority. How is it going to benefit the business? You don't need to consider them leaving and waste time putting off the decision based on that thought.
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead and do it, whoever sent this in.
Brilliant.
Good on you.
Good question.
Good on you. Okay, now it's time for banned words.
Yes.
Banned words, Leanna, let's go.
It's time.
Okay, so the banned word for this episode is deep clean. You need a deep clean or a deep cleaning or a deep scaling is absolutely terrible, isn't it? So the main issue with the words deep clean, deep cleaning, deep scaling is that the patient isn't actually able to take ownership of their problems, because the actual situation is most likely that this patient has not only got calculus above the gum line, it's below, which is why we're going deep, baby. It's like E17, deep, deep down.
Oh my God, do you remember that song?
Go deep, baby, deep, deep down like sweet sugar.
You know the words.
Can't remember the next words. Yeah, I can't remember the next words.
Wow, good for you.
Sorry about that, everyone. I've got a terrible singing voice.
No, I liked it. I'm really not a lyricist.
I just don't know where that
good.
came from. Now I feel like that guy on maths last year. What was his name? That guy on maths who kept singing. He was so irritated. I'm really sorry. No, let's not mention his name. I've remembered it. It's not nice to.
Well, he's not going to listen.
All right, Dean. I'm sure it was Dean.
Yeah.
He was so cute. He was so sweet.
He was, but he kept rapping.
He'd break out into
and it was
song.
rubbish as well.
It was awful.
If you're going to spit bars, make sure they're good.
Yeah. Lessons from Leanna. So the communication to the patient around deep cleaning needs to be that, you have calculus, hard plaque, tartar on your teeth. Let me show you through this intraoral camera, this scan. Hey, I could even use a mirror and show you as you hold one. And now this is actually underneath the gum. Okay. I mean, hygienists love it, don't they? Because it's black. You know, you get a good black chunk
and
out.
it shoots out. Oh, it's the best.
Satisfying, isn't it?
Is it weird that we like that? Probably.
Probably not.
No?
Not to us, dental folk.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of dentists that I think, ugh.
Do you think? I think there are a lot of dentists who, given the opportunity, would love to spend a day doing that. Just for like a day off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're a practice manager or even a TCO, and I used to get to spend the day nursing.
Yes.
It's like, not being disrespectful, because I'd only choose easy nursing, like decon.
With the therapist.
With the hygienist, yeah, something like that. I wouldn't choose hardcore nursing. But then I'd sort of see it as a day off.
Yeah.
'Cause I was hidden, locked away. And,
Yeah.
and a nice
I think
day.
it feels like a day off as well because it's not your normal day to day.
Yeah, exactly. It's a change. It's a change. But I think there's a lot of dentists that would love to go, oh, I'd love to spend a day. You know, like if there's a patient they've got to sedate and that patient is caked in it.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
how happy. There's a lot of dentists that are so happy to go plus 1 hour for, you know, deep cleaning.
Yeah.
Right? And they're having that best hour, patient sedated. They're like living their best life, like they're back in uni, like they're back on the NHS.
I used to
know?
love a good deep clean.
Yeah.
I used to love it.
But when someone says to me, like, this guy, random man, well, it's part of golf that you can play with anyone, but this guy joined me and Jackie. This is a long time ago now. He was doing a competition, so he joined us. He didn't have anyone else to play with, bless him, so he needed us to do his card. Don't know what went wrong, so he ended up getting disqualified, but that's another story. But we were talking about, I don't know, because you get onto it, don't you, talking about teeth and things. And he said, oh, I've just finished 2 deep clean appointments. Well, Jackie's so funny. She's a podiatrist. I mean, feet. Couldn't do feet.
Never.
So we're quite a good pair, because, you know, I'm teeth, she's feet. And but she's really into her oral hygiene and everything, as most people are. But she went, doesn't it make you feel sick that, you know, he hasn't brushed his teeth properly?
Oh God.
And I was like, yeah, and that is the truth of it. But he doesn't. He's like, oh, I've had a deep clean, and telling everyone. Actually, if you knew what it meant,
yeah, you
Sam
maybe would
from
reserve.
the golf club, you wouldn't be telling everyone.
No.
That you haven't brushed your teeth properly for so long that the calculus is not only above the gum, it's below the gum. So what is the alternative words to use here? We need to look at different wording around it, not just to replace deep cleaning. It is more about the communication around it all as well, I feel. And there's lots of different things that you can use. So advanced gum treatment, gum therapy. As you know, we love therapy for everything.
Yeah.
So you can use different words, but still go into a patient, right, we need to do some advanced gum therapy. What does it mean? It means nothing like deep cleaning means nothing. So I guess it's banned words, but making sure that you're putting the explanation around it so that patients understand where does hard plaque actually come from, soft plaque. You know, and that is now gone right below the gum.
We used to have a lovely PowerPoint when we would obviously do our options meeting, but we had this specific slide that was really easy, patient-friendly to understand. And the dentist would go through his explanation, very simple, very concise. And there was never any questions around it. Yeah. Whether it was maintenance, you just need to come in and have 1 visit, 2 visits with our therapist hygienist, or you need full-blown periotherapy. Either way, they would fully understand when the dentist and it was due to the communication being so clear, but also the slide that we used, the visual aid.
And you know what as well, this is also where, like, I'm really passionate about, like, the S3 guidelines, but I feel, again, if the communication isn't right, that the patient doesn't understand that they're not moving into treatment because their oral hygiene hasn't improved, you could potentially have loads of patients walking around with periodontal disease, and just because the communication isn't right, they think, oh, I just go over 3 months. Hang on a minute, you've got periodontal disease, you should be moving into treatment, but you haven't levelled up your oral hygiene, you're not listening to the instructions, you're not motivated, you're not doing as, you know, described or asked or recommended. So that's sort of the only issue I have with that. Otherwise, I think it's great that, yes, patients that are motivated, have improved their oral hygiene, can move into treatment. Love all of that.
Yeah.
But I still think there's a danger with communication there in the first place, especially with new patients.
Yes.
You know, they have this, hour or 30 minutes so the hygienist can complete the full assessment, so they can get rid of all the calculus, do the assessment, and then they think, oh, I've had a deep clean over 2 appointments, job done, I'm coming back in 3 months. When actually, no, there should have been a real detailed explanation. That's where treatment coordination comes in. I love having those conversations.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
And it's like setting goals with patients. So the aim then is that when you've got all the new tips and tricks that have been shared with you from our hygienists that are bespoke to your individual needs, and you undertake them at home at a daily basis, you'll come back in 3 months for review. And the aim then is that we can move you into treatment to further stop any more damage to the bone with the gum disease that you have.
Yeah.
Like motivate them, excite them, not just, I have a deep clean. It's like NHS band 2. Yeah. All these patients, how many times can they have a band 2? I don't know.
I know.
Is it every 6 months they can have a band 2? I know they have a 3-month review after. Surely they can't keep having a band 2 every 3 months. Someone will write in the comments, yes, they can. But why? The education's not there.
I was really fortunate when I was, working with patients that we used to do a lot of periotherapy. I was really lucky that the communication system, should I say, was top tier.
Yeah.
So the communication from the dentists, both of them, excellent.
Yeah.
Then I would obviously communicate with them in my way.
Yeah.
And also that would then be complemented by the therapists and hygienists that work there as well.
Yeah.
There was no sort of pitfalls where we would drop the ball.
Yeah.
So each and every one of us was supporting the message consistently.
Yeah.
And that worked amazingly well because our patient's plaque score we'd aim for obviously below 10%.
Yeah.
And it was often about 8% was our goal.
Yeah.
And we would see that happen.
Yeah.
And that was really lovely.
It's really lovely. Really lovely.
Really lovely.
Now I say, and then I know I confuse people, when I say flip it around. So let's turn that into, we're aiming for 88% health.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, to flip it around. And I'm sure I got that from Sheila Scott. I'm sure that's where I've taken that from. But it could have been an American consultant that came into Ash's practice. But it could be Sheila Scott. It's not me. I haven't made that.
Okay.
But it's more positive for a patient. We're aiming for, okay, look, you're at 70% health, 72%. We're aiming for 90. It's really motivation. I want to get to 90% health. Then we've got patients working towards a higher number than a lower number.
Yeah. And it's all about that positive language and how it reframes your mind.
Absolutely.
And it does motivate you rather than, demotivate you, which can happen.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time, you're very positive, especially with me.
Oh.
You are, because I'll present an issue that I'm concerned with and you'll say, well, think about this, this and this, and it's all positive things.
Yeah.
And I always remember, and I don't know if you remember this, when you came in to see us as a group, as a team, we're at Clifton.
Yeah.
And it was a whole day on positive mindset.
Oh, I remember doing,
and it was retraining your way of thinking and rephrasing sentences to make it more of a positive sentence to make your mindset positive so that you have an overall positive experience within your day. And I never forget, there's a couple of people within the team, and I won't name names, that were like, oh, it's not going to work on me. And I thought, that's because you're negative.
Yeah.
You're negative about being negative.
Yeah.
About being positive, sorry.
Yes.
And I remember, instead of going, I really can't be bothered, I could do with some more energy today.
That's the one.
And it was so impactful for me. Because I'm quite a keener anyway, and I like to learn and I like to improve. But it's only recently that you catch yourself, and I've caught myself getting into a negative cycle of things like, I'm tired, oh, I've got to do this. And it's almost reacting negatively, like everything's in my way.
Yeah.
Rather than, well, I'm waking up. Yeah. I've got a beautiful 2 children. I've got a lovely home. Yeah. I've got a great career.
Husband's all right.
Husband's quite fit. Very fit.
Husband looks fit even when he wakes up. Winning it. Husband looks fit even when he's asleep.
Loves me.
He adores you.
Do you know what I mean? There's so many things to be positive about.
Absolutely.
And it was a podcast that came on that made me think I'm starting to get into a negative mindset for no reason.
Yeah.
for no reason.
It's very easy to. So I remember that day at Clifton. It was a full team training day. You were a big team by that point.
Massive
the practice
team.
had expanded, all the extra surgeries, and you'd got what I call the mixture of old and new, hadn't you? And there was a difference, and it was getting the tone right and the culture right. I remember it because it's called, what I was speaking about was called the Flip It Mindset, and Flip It is a book. So it's really interesting what you're just saying, because I was talking to my friend at the weekend who I guess is sort of just starting to understand the power of the way she thinks, and she's been in a bit of a negative space, so she's coming out of it, and she said, she was really sweet actually. She said, I just want to say to you face to face, thank you so much for being such a great friend. I've been having a really difficult time, and you always manage to find something positive or flip things around to really help me, and I'd just love to be more like that. And I'm like, look, I've been doing this for a very long time now.
It's practice.
Think about when we had Ash as our guest. Ash. Back of last year, and I was saying he started me on my spiritual journey, and that's actually one of my personal goals for 2026, which I've probably already mentioned. But what I was saying to my friend was that for me it all started with 2 books, The Secret and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, both of which I listen to on audiobook regularly as a refresher.
You reinvest as well.
Yeah, particularly if I'm starting to be like, and sorry if my husband ever hears this, if someone clips it up, oh, he's annoying me, or he's getting on my nerves. Yeah. Like, I think, go back and listen to The Secret. Yeah. Because you're inviting this. Yeah. You're attracting this. Yeah. And I need to go back and I need to refresh, because our minds are powerful.
So powerful. And do you know what? One of the things I took away from this podcast I listened to was that you start to believe your own thoughts.
You do.
And your thoughts aren't real. Yeah. They can corrupt your mind and make you think really crazy stuff. And the more you engage in that negative speak to yourself or about yourself or about a situation, the more likely you are going to believe that negative thing is going to turn out in a negative way. Yeah.
And I know, guys, we're a podcast and it goes against what I'm about to say here, but I've really limited my podcasting content, shows, things like that. Yeah. And I actually read more in the description about what things are before I go into it. So, and why? Why is that?
Yeah, why? And what ones have you whittled down?
I have whittled down quite a few. One of them is, sorry, Stephen Bartlett, but The Diary of the CEO. It's too long. I haven't got the attention span. And it depends what it is. So there's some people I'm like, wow.
Have to.
Yes. Do you remember ages ago, Michelle Obama last year, must have been maybe even a year ago, Michelle Obama was, I'm listening to that. Yeah. Right? That's happening. But, okay, so he does a 2-hour long form one. Yeah. Right? So I could be listening to a third of an audiobook in that time.
You could do,
And I'm going to benefit more from that audiobook. Yeah. I really am.
Yeah. I really like Mel Robbins.
Yes, love Mel Robbins, but I need to read what it is. Okay. Yeah, because I remember listening to one last year on AI, and I'm not saying I'm the oracle of AI by any means, but I use AI. It's great, love it. Yeah. I don't want to, and then someone said to me, oh yeah, they mentioned taking a video. You can use AI to record what's in your fridge and it will come up with a meal. Well, I'm quite happy with a bit of pasta and a jacket potato, so I don't need that.
Yeah, I'll have a bit of beans on. It's not that
life.
Deep. If I can't be bothered, I will have beans on toast, and that's okay for that day.
I'm absolutely fine with that. Whack a bit of pasta in a pan, job done. Yeah. You know,
it's too much for the AI.
I don't need that in my life.
No.
So, I'm not really fussed. But that's that. Oh, we digressed there, didn't we? About deep cleaning, motivational language.
Yeah, but that was lovely. Good for us.
Good for us. I hope you enjoyed that, guys.
Yeah, I loved it. Thank you.
It's time for Confessions of a Dental Nurse. A colleague pulled out a poor old lady's whisker when she was under rubber dam, as she thought it was a bit of dental floss that had been left behind.
No. Right. Is this finished yet or not?
Yeah, that's it.
So, Right, first of all, awful. It's going to happen to me because I'm already hairy and I'm 40. So when I get old, hopefully I'll still be quite in tune and I want to remove that situation from my face.
I think by that point, like laser hair removal,
Yeah.
I'm hoping to have worked up the body.
Yeah.
And
That's
be there.
Great, lovely. I'll just go with that then.
Yeah.
But do you as a patient then do you as that patient wince and ow, or do you just let it go?
Well, I'm imagining this poor old dear winced and owled.
Yeah, because she's
how
old
they know.
and she
How else
doesn't.
would they know?
True. Because you could see it. You know when you're there,
Yeah.
especially if, say, for instance, it's root canal.
Yeah.
I'm analysing a lot in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I've got time to.
I'm staring. Do you know what I used to do
Go
a
on.
lot as a treatment coordinator? And I'm sure there's going to be someone who goes about this, but quite frankly, I don't care, right? I was taking one for the team here, that when we'd got the photographs of the patient,
Yeah.
and you can see like these SLR cameras, like you could have had a lip wax the week before and that SLR is going to make you look like you've got a full-on moustache, right? That's what it's going to do to you because
Well, like that a goatee.
Right, yeah. Chin's coming, everything. Right, so I would very kindly, because we used Photoshop for doing smile simulations and all that back in the day. God, imagine how much time you can just do that so quickly like that and it used to take me hours. But I would very kindly, right, with the blur tool or whatever tool it was, remove the moustache. And I would also remove spots, anything like that.
And that bit of hair.
Because if you've got a full smile picture on a big screen and you're showing a patient, you know, and the buccal corridors, this is what a buccal corridor is, and during this smile design process, we're going to widen your buccal corridors. The amount of patients you sit there going, oh, can you turn this picture off, please? I can't look at it. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah,
they're
it's
not
the
embarrassed by their
moustache.
teeth. They've got a full-on moustache and they're embarrassed. So...
And what's happening there? What is that? A barrier to communication.
Barrier to communication. So I'd very kindly Photoshop that out. How nice
I
was
think
that?
that's lovely.
And sometimes I still see this, guys, in your photos, right, on Instagram. Yeah, you've left a moustache in. Like, you've got to get rid of that. That's not on. I wouldn't consent to that going out either. If I consented to photos but hadn't seen them and that went on Instagram, I'd be absolutely livid, firstly. Like,
it's terrible.
Photography training, when I used to do photography training, don't do it anymore, don't contact me. But when I used to do that, I don't mind if I've been in before and I know you well, but otherwise. The nurses.
Yeah.
Because it was nurses taking photos of nurses. It was always with nurses. I think I did it probably with you back in the day.
Yeah, we did.
I would call up the practice manager and I'd say, right, so just to give everyone a heads up, these photos show everything.
That's really good.
Yeah, I would, because I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable during the training. That's why I would do that.
Yeah, no, that's really nice because I have to absolutely have that situation sorted if I'm doing any type of training.
Yeah.
Because I would be the one with the hairy lip.
Yeah.
And I can't have that.
I also think, and people might think I'm shallow, but I don't really care, that if my mum, like she's 72 now, she takes care of herself, but if she got to the stage of having like this wiry hairs or whatever, I'd be like, Mum, let's go and sort that out. I'll book you a little appointment. Let's go together. Would you?
Absolutely. That would never happen to my mum.
No, it wouldn't happen to my
She's
mum.
glam queen.
She wouldn't do it, my mum. She wouldn't let that
No.
happen.
Is your mum quite glam?
She's very much an S character.
Oh, lovely.
But has occasional moments of I.
Yes. So my mum's I.
Yeah. Your mum always has.
She loves
my mum
it.
always dresses beautifully. She always does. But she's through and through an S. She was a nurse, so she's through and through S.
She's like cool.
Yeah, she's just really sweet. But she has I in her.
Yeah.
But spending money on herself, I think she still thinks,
She'll consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go shopping with my mum.
Yeah.
And I'll say, oh, I love that coat. Get it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Or are you encouraging me to spend?
I am. That's what having daughters is for.
It is. But so I would never allow that to happen.
No. I really like this confession though. Keep these coming because these are the kind of things like we're saying, like they're sweet, they're cute, they're funny, they're really good.
But they also lead to bigger conversations.
Oh, they do, yeah.
And I love that.
We're now talking about waxing our lips.
Yeah.
I feel today's show is very female orientated. For the males that have stuck with us through this, you deserve a medal. Well done.
And how in tune will you be with your the female people in your life.
When you go back to work, like, because this comes out on a Friday, so if you're listening to this over the weekend and you're going on Monday and you start looking at your photos and saying to your nurse, we really need to look how we get rid of these hairs. Your nurses are going to think you're absolutely amazing.
Aren't they?
They'll be the favourite.
Just to add to that, one last story. When me and Neil were doing an options meeting once, the lady came in. She was a big character anyway.
Yeah.
And I hadn't removed or blurred out. I think it was a time thing.
Yeah.
Normally I would have off of the back of your advice. And Neil's very, very considerate in that situation as well. So we were sat down and it was just one of those days where everything was funny. Yeah. You know, when it's one of those good days.
Love them.
And we sat down together and we would speak through eye contact, me and Neil, because we were that in tune with each other by this point. And we sat down and she went, oh my God, I've got a beard. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to laugh. And we were like, oh, well, no, it's just the camera. And obviously it picks up things. I can assure you in real life, it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've got a beard. Look at the state of, I can't sit here and look at this. I've got a beard. She couldn't let it go.
No.
So me and Neil are looking at each other like, how on earth are we going to resolve this situation?
Yeah.
Because I actually want to laugh.
Yeah.
You want to laugh.
Yeah.
And she's kicking off.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened?
Well, we just carried on. We talked over her. Because what else can you do at that point? We've got a time schedule, love. Sod your beard.
Neil's only got 15 minutes to present this complex treatment plan.
Yeah,
Don't worry about your beard.
Yeah, literally. But
that's again, that's what I mean. So she wouldn't have been listening to anything that Neil was saying. This is what used to happen to us. And I'm like, they're not listening because they're just sitting there dying of embarrassment, you see. So thank you for sending this in because it sent us off on a really nice little
conversation tangent
there.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's the end of this episode for today, isn't it?
Well, that was lovely. I've really enjoyed myself. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We'll be back soon. See you later. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks.